and go. Well, hello and welcome to How to Design an Electrical Test Connector Program and Save Time and Money. My name is James Hodgins. I'm with the Customer Services Group here at ATS Test Systems. Joining me today is Mike Eady, our Senior Urethane Connector Specialist. We'd like to, in this webinar, talk about test connectors and how they can help you in your business. And one of the most important things is understanding what they are, and of course what they do primarily is replace the mating half of a product connector in a wiring harness, for example. They have a long life compared to product connectors, and they reduce labor costs by avoiding product replacements. While they appear simple, the right design is essential for maximum functionality. The right test connector will give you fewer work stoppages, fewer broken pins, less time lost repairing or replacing parts, definitely a better return on your investment, and it will enhance your reputation. You'll find electrical test connectors applied throughout the automotive industry, whether it's on roofs or seats or doors, and certainly the test connectors are also utilized. They're also utilized in other situations such as power tools, EOL tests, medical equipment, solar testing, and fuel cells. So I'd like to now call on Mike Eady, our Senior Urethane Test Specialist, to take you through this presentation. Mike?
Thanks, James, and hello to everyone, and thanks for the opportunity to speak with you. Today we want to update you on what's happening in the test connector marketplace and give you the 4 key factors to consider when choosing your next electrical test connector. As technical people, whether in sales or operations, we understand the need to deliver product that will function properly for the end user, and so it must be function tested before it leaves your facility. In particular, suppliers are 100% function testing their products now more than ever before. You and your customers operate under tight guidelines and place a lot of importance on good testing equipment because no one can afford defective products to be shipped or installed. No one can afford double testing, no one can afford downtime, and of course no one can afford failure of any part of a testing connector. And if something breaks down, you need it fixed fast. Customers know using good quality connectors avoid installing and shipping defective products. You can avoid downtime, you can reduce labor costs associated with inferior product connectors, and you can minimize MTBF with quick and economical maintenance solutions. Companies using test connectors usually operate under a lot of pressure associated with just-in-time production environments, so they need a reliable testing process. Let's take a moment and look at some of the situations and challenges faced by businesses who build or assemble equipment that must be tested before it's released. Our first example is an automotive IP instrument panel. The problem here is this entire dashboard, the cluster, radio, sensors, HVAC, all require less than 2 minutes user interface test time with dozens of connections. The solution here, we use dynamic junction boxes that move with the assembly line and have automated eject features that can clear all 10 to 20 connectors at the simple press of a button. Our next example here is an automotive HVAC system. This system requires operating currents in excess of 60 amps using totally automated engagement connectors. And our last sample here we're showing you is a seat assembly system. This is a palletized connector system which allows connections for testing to be connected as the seat is being built for an automated end-of-the-line connection test. These situations and others helped us develop a clear understanding of the 4 most important factors that test connectors face: cost and return on investment, the quality of the product shipped, meeting quotas and delivering on time, and of course the ease of maintenance by either internal employees or a service program. So let's take a look at these issues in a little more detail. The first issue, cost and return on investment. A well-designed test connector system reduces labor, overutilization, and increases underutilization. Test connectors should be designed so the base, head, and latch makes maintenance minimal and breakdown marginal, but also designed so no disassembly is required to service the contact pins. By doing so, a plant can experience significant labor savings, and it's not unusual to save up to 2,500 man-hours over a 10-month period, simply from a well-designed test connector system. Now onto the quality of work delivered. Testing should not create problems. Customers want repeatable, non-invasive, non-violating connectors. A good connector supplier will follow a careful design and build process to eliminate the possibility of damaging a client's equipment with their test connectors. A well-designed test connector will not damage equipment being tested in the production flow and will be repeatable 100% on every use, guaranteed. Third issue, delivering on time. Customers are interested in squeezing unnecessary costs out of their process, so cost and time overruns can be a killer. Be sure your connector supplier works with you to ensure there are no cost overruns and on-time delivery is committed. And of course our last issue, the service and maintenance program for connectors, and this is always an important one. You're looking for flexible maintenance programs as well as in-house repairs with quick turnaround. You never know when you need help and you want flexibility.
Thanks, Mike. Before we go forward and have a couple of questions for Mike, I just wanted to point out that we have a 12-page white paper report available. It's called What to Look For in Electrical Test Connectors. It's full of lots of technical information for engineers and details on some of the items we're covering today. And you can get it online at our website, www.electricaltestconnectors.com. And if, by the way, if you're wondering how durable test connectors are, Mike decided to try it out recently. He put a test connector under a 2-ton lift truck, and you can see what happened to it at our website. It's lots of fun to see a big machine lose out to a little connector. One of the things about ATS is that it enjoys an excellent reputation with many leading manufacturing and sub-assembly engineers and plant managers at firms like Magna and Lear, Johnson Controls, GM, Honda, to name just a few. And ATS is serving many markets now. Right now its current emphasis is on the automotive market here in North America. ATS is expanding service in the automotive market as well as other industries in other regions. The ATS specialists, I can tell you, people like Mike and many others are ready to deliver products that are guaranteed, and special pricing is available. So let's take a look at some key questions that people have about test connectors, Mike. From your experience, I know that one of the first things that people ask is how long does it take to get a connector produced?
Well, always a good question, common question, and never an easy answer. Basically, this is based on the quantity of connector types that you require, and the quantity of each that you do require. So you're going to have different types of connectors, and each customer is going to require a different quantity. So let's base this answer on a 4-circuit connector design requiring a quantity of 5. Basically 3 to 5 business days to design, 3 to 5 business days to machine and fab molds, 1 to 2 business days to actually create the first part and validate the first part, and then from there would be 3 to 5 business days to complete the remainder of the order. So in general, you're looking about 3-week turnaround to design and fabricate 5 connectors.
So, and how durable are connectors? We did have that little point of the connector underneath the lift truck, but really how durable are these products generally?
Well, ATS has been supplying test connectors to the automotive industry for almost 15 years now, and our connectors have seen almost every aspect of the automotive testing and assembly environment, so that in itself should speak volumes. But to further break it down, we use the toughest urethane available for the job, a short D65 hardness, similar to what automotive industry is using for body mount bushings and other high-stress plastic components. Our custom cables are built with specially ordered high-flex wire designed specifically for our test connectors. This wire has a much higher strand count and thinner, more flexible insulation than any other off-the-shelf wire available. This basically translates into a longer-lasting connector as well. This custom wire is covered with a high flex plastic conduit that can be also made liquid tight and runs with about 100 pounds pull force. We also use military spec quarter turn connectors to terminate to our customers' test equipment. ATS believes fully that you are only as strong as your weakest link. Therefore, we have covered every aspect of our connectors with the most durable solutions available and made them our standard.
Wow, they sound pretty durable, Mike, and I guess that sort of could lead to a question. At the beginning of the presentation, you talked about product connectors only being good for so many insertions. So how many connections is a good custom test connector capable of?
I always like getting this question because many years ago I did some experiments on life cycle testing, and it's nice to know that all these efforts I put into these experiments were worth it, because now I can give these answers with confidence. The spring probe contacts that we use to make the actual contact, the electrical contact, are rated by our suppliers at 100,000 cycles. Now, I personally have seen these contacts go well beyond 200,000 cycles depending on the environment. Now, the life cycle testing that I did many years back saw the connectors go well beyond 250,000 cycles and still perform with 100% repeatability. So once again, to mention, once a pogo pin wears out, in most cases in our designs, it can be changed while on the floor, changed out in seconds by the operator, allowing for minimal disruption to production.
Okay, well, those are, I guess, three key questions that come up quite frequently for you, Mike. And if there are other questions that you have in watching this presentation, please get in touch with Mike at either the website address that's on the screen right now, www.electricaltestconnectors.com, or through the 800 number that you see as well. We hope this presentation is going to help you provide better solutions for your applications. If you'd like to share the presentation with someone else, it is available on demand on our website, and the specialist team headed up by Mike here is ready to serve you as you are trying to serve your customers. We do have a newsletter available now to keep you informed about new test connector developments. It's called Test Connector News Forum, and you can get it by writing to us or contacting us through our web address. So on behalf of Mike and the team at ATS Test Systems, I'd like to thank you for joining this presentation today. We hope that the information provided will give you a better understanding of what to look for in designing your test connector program, and look forward to serving you in the future. Thank you very much.